Hello, welcome to Grace of Westminster Friday live stream. It's Con here. It's great to see you all. If it's your first time on this channel, my name is Konstantin. We talk everything Nikon today. I have a few things to show you. We're going to discuss some news, not many Nikon news, but there's been some new Nikon lenses announced. There's Sony A7V been announced as well. And it's just interesting to see where it's all going. And maybe it's the first start of release for next year. And we can decide, will Nikon, go this way or not. But thank you everyone for joining me today. It's been very hectic on the show. We have opened it's a wildlife photography with Harry Skeggs. He's on his second session right now. We have a lot of long wildlife lenses to try out. So if you are still in London, you can make it right now. There's some extra deals, special deals. Available as well. They're only available for in-store and over the phone. So if you want to find out what the deals are, give a shop a call, and the guys there are going to tell you what it's all about. Hello, Tadeusz. Hello, Colin Murphy, Michael Reed, Colin Bram is in the chat, David Boy, Per Snellman, Christopher Clark, Simon Ma, Cruiser 40, Bayshore 958, Reed Getty, Greg Lowen, Dixon Liu, Magnus Norden, John Rayleigh, Ian Musen, and you got Terence Allen is in the chat as well, who came into the shop as well. That's fantastic. It was good to see you. It's always a pleasure to see you, Terence. Warren Devine, Jay Blue, Ocean, John Hughes, Roland in the chat, Dave Walker, Joe Orsetti. Sorry guys, I find out why we have the nicks now, not the real names. First of all, the only reason for that being is actually it's a YouTube who changed the protocol now, and it's been implemented in the last 6 months, and just different channels got this thing quite late. So we got it actually in the last 2 weeks, but basically now YouTube, instead of using real names, they use what we call handles, which is and then your name. The problem with that being is obviously we knew you by a real name. Some of you have nicknames that don't represent your real name. We can't change it back, but basically what YouTube's suggestion is if you have some obscure nickname and you want to change it to more recognizable one, that's the only way to do it. But unfortunately, I can't turn on your real names anymore. So that's what it is. But we finally the mystery has been solved. Coffee Fund is open. I'm going to have a coffee with you as well. This is my second coffee of the day. And let's see your comments here. So let's start. Tell me what you think about the new Sony A7V. Does it actually ring the bell? I know it's a partially stacked sensor, right? So similar to Z6 III, and then but we got 33 megapixel sensor. So so it's extra 1,000 pixels, I think, in width that you gain. Is it a game changer for a lot of you? Price-wise, it's more kind of on the line with competing with Z8, but I don't think it can compete with Z8 on the specs. So in my opinion, it's more of a kind of a competition towards like Z6 III and other cameras, but it's a bit more expensive. To be honest with you, if you're a Nikon user, there's nothing to worry about whatsoever, as I would say. Obviously, Sony's introducing a lot of autofocus improvements. There's a lot more recognition modes and things like this. I think that's kind of where the game is now. Can we recognize the more objects here? By the way, I'm just going to check. Tell me, how is the chat? Can you see me at all? Can you hear me at all? I think you can, but because I don't see any audio, no audio comments at all. And no one calls the shop to say, can you tell Con that we can't hear him? But yeah, this is kind of my take on this. For Sony users, I guess it's something they've been waiting for. I don't really see anything revolutionary there. Yes, we got 33 megapixel sensor instead of standard 24. Is anything else there that is exciting? I'm not quite sure. Obviously, I don't think we will see anything, any announcement from Nikon. Maybe some firmware updates and things like this. But I think the main announcements are done, but these kind of announcements also kind of show us where the company going. So, will Nikon release something similar in the future? Who knows? Simon says, good morning, Con from Toronto, Canada. Are we going to talk about some non-Nikon stuff? Lol. Yes, we are. Excited to hear about your plans for us, weekly reviews and coffee with Con in 2026. We're going to talk about the future of this channel as well in a few more moments as well. We're going to get get there, I have some announcement to make today as well. It is exciting announcement. Cruz says, hi, Con, everyone. Cheers from Melbourne, Australia. Good to see you. Hopefully it's not too late for you over there. I think it's probably close to midnight, isn't it, in Melbourne right now. Rick Gates says, hello, Con and everyone else. Unfortunately, I will have to catch the show on replay tomorrow. I know it will be a good one. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. No problem at all. We're always available. You know, the catalog of the videos for last 3 or 4 years or 5 years, we've been doing it for too long with Becky, that is going to be available. Speaking of which, we had a very special guest on Wednesday. His name is Joe McNally. He's in UK right now. So he stopped by and we recorded a little interview / podcast, which I will be editing and publishing next week. So that's going to be exciting. It's what we call our kind of Christmas special with Joe McNally. Seth is in town as well, but Seth arrived unfortunately later, and he is basically Seth Miranda I'm referring to. He is now helping Joy's assistant on the workshop. So unfortunately we didn't see him, so we couldn't record that podcast. I don't know if you saw the podcast from 2 years ago. That was quite funny. I think it was one of the best podcasts we recorded. But Seth, if you have time, we definitely need to say hi to each other. You know, maybe have a pint or two. Who knows? But sometimes work is more important. Good to see you, Ian. We will see you later as well. John Rayleigh is from Connecticut. Terence says, hello. Hi, Con. Nice to see you today, along with Harry Skeggs. I'm on the train home now, and I'll catch up on this stream later. As a pleasure. It's always good to see you. Everyone in the shop, if you can make it. Let's say we have Roland in the chat, who is from the United States, but he came into the shop a few years ago. You know, I think Roland, I saw you 2 or 3 times, I think, over the years. And yeah, that's all very exciting. It's all very exciting times here. So, have you survived Black Friday? How was it? Did you buy anything interesting? Do let me know in the comments below. You know, I've being in retail business, it's a bit crazy because obviously there's a lot of prep goes into the event. And then, you know, and then the deal starts, and then it's kind of slow build up, and it's just, then everything just crashes like an avalanche, you know, and it's just become so busy and hectic. And yeah, we've been shipping out all the orders, you know, over the last few days. Shop is buzzing. We have an open day today. We had Joe McNally coming over. We have a lot of tourists coming over for Christmas, you know, to stay in London for Christmas. So there's a lot of visits in the shop today, and we're all happy to see you. So come and say hello to us all. John, good to see you. I'll see you later. So let's see. I want to see more of your comments here. Nick, I've received your email. As I say, if you saw my reply, it is with Nikon now. So we hopefully something goes through. As I say, I can't promise anything, but I think they need to make it right. I agree with you on this one. Okay, hello, Uwe from Germany. Andy, hello. He says, give us this stream like and subscribe. We appreciate this. Audio and video 5 out of 5, says Simon, which is very exciting. Let's see. I'm gonna say thank you to Jay Blue. What did I just do? Here we go. Thank you, Jay. Says enjoy your coffee. Always a pleasure. I'm gonna have a sip now. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm gonna go to your comments. What are your thoughts on the current releases? Just after midnight in Australia right now, so you're staying late. It is honor. If you are staying late to see my show, it is an honor. Jay Blue says, Nikon and Red have a new set of imaging recipes for Nikon cameras available on December 10. So let's wait for December 10 and check them out. Looking forward to that. There was a Pergear lens announced recently, which is 51.2 DX lens. And it's the lens that we've been testing. And it's supposed to launch, I think, just before Black Friday, and then it got postponed a little bit. But we're going to be publishing a review on this lens very soon. It's a $99 lens. It's a 51.2, so it's a very wide aperture. Metal construction. It is quite heavy. The build quality is good, you know, but it's $99 and it's 51.2 for DX. So interesting. So this is something that I would suggest you keep an eye on. If you're a DX user and you want a nice portrait lens, it's not going to be let's say, as good as Nikon 500-pound lens, but for $100 or £100, I think it's pretty good. I've got more goodies for you. We got 2 new films from Kodak that came directly from Kodak. It's Kodak 100 and Kodak Color 200. It's got a face recognition, so I don't know. Oh, here we go. So I am probably the only person in UK to stock this right now. So so we've got them directly from Kodak from United States. So this one is very interesting. I'm very excited about it. It doesn't come from Kodak Alaris, which normally has all the rights to distribute all the golds and ultramaxes and portraits. It comes directly from Rochester, New York, under Kodak name, not Kodak Alaris name. Very interesting release, and they also now doing gold and ultramax under this umbrella as well, which is nice. So Simon says, last time Con told us there was channel news, Becky left, and I'm nervous. You're absolutely right. I'm going to make an announcement. This is the last Coffee with Con that is happening right now. I will be leaving Grays Westminster at the end of December. And we will have 2 more live streams, so don't worry. It's going to be guests, but the Coffee with Con, the solo show that we normally do, it's the last one. So I'm just super grateful, first of all, for all of you who tuning up every week to see my show. Everyone who supported the channel over the years, and everyone who stopped by in the shop and said hello. It's been absolute blast. It's been a wild ride, and there is a time for me to make a next step. I'm going to be concentrating on my photo lab and analog photography retailer business from January. This is what I'm going. I'm not sure if I'm going to have a YouTube channel or not. Time will show, but it's been a long coming, and yes, this is the announcement. So the good news is, I'm not crying, you're crying. The good news is we're going to have a Con and Becky version 2.0 on this channel. And their name was going to be Dan and Chloe. So they're going to take over the channel from January. We've been helping each other. I've been bringing them up a little bit to our social media side of things. So they've done a lot of our TikTok and Instagram, Facebook content. They've been filming our YouTube videos as well. So there's going to be a paragraph video by Chloe and Leela. So that's I think that should be on 20th of January, if not mistaken. And from January, Dan and Chloe are gonna do the weekly live stream. So live stream is not disappearing. I am passing the torch to them. And I'm not disappearing from channel as well. As Becky, I will be doing guest appearance and cameos every now and then. I will be doing live streams together with them every now and then, obviously depending on my new schedule. But the guys, Dan, Chloe, and Leela will be looking after this channel from January. So that is announcement, and it's been long coming, and I'm just very proud of what we've achieved here, and I'm just very grateful for you guys to be here. So thank you very much. Goodbye. No, I'm not gonna. We're not gonna move on. We still got another 45 minutes to talk about, but it's something that I want to tell you for a very long time, and I think it's the right time to do it. So let's see. So Con is leaving, says just blue. Yes, I am, but I will be around. If you need film processed and you're in UK, hit me up. Yeah, hit me up. We have a photo lab based in South Korea, and we sell film. So definitely, you know where to find me. This is something that's I'm personally very excited about. This is my passion, and that's something that I'm looking forward to do. Not much digital, I can tell you that much. But I've been shooting film for a very long time. You know that. You know my story there. And here it says, what to do on Friday mornings? Come and join and see Chloe and Dan. And they're going to have guests over. We're going to have Steve coming as a Steve Lama, our technical advisor, coming in as well. So they'll try, be super nice to them, be very gentle. They're not, let's say, accustomed to weekly live streams and to be in their schedule, and they were a little bit worried about, when I proposed to them. So I think they're going to be absolutely fine. As you remember how I started, when I started with Becky, it was a little bit difficult when Becky left and I had to do solo live streams. I know that January live streams weren't, let's say, my best live streams overall, but nowadays I can just, talk into the camera for hours and no one can stop me because I'm in control. But definitely, Dan and Chloe, that's the dream team. It's a Colin Baker 2.0. I told them to do whatever they like to do. There's no formula. It's a new slate, new chapter. So let's see how it goes. But if I can ask you for a big favor, be super supportive to them because they're gonna learn on the job, as we say it. Thank you very much. Pete says good concept for us. Thanks, concept Trevor. Deborah, hello. Deborah says change the vegetable. Best of luck to you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. As I say, it's going to be a photography related business. That's what I'm doing. Simon says I'm going to have to buy another phone now. Just I can stay in contact. Spelled with K. With Con, definitely. A company called Stack and Film. Our website is stackandfilm.co.uk. As I say, we sell film. We'll get into selling secondhand cameras, film cameras, all brands. I think if you need Nikon, Grace of Westminster is the place. But if you need an Pentax K1000 or Mamiya gear, that's what we're going to be interested in. The plan is to start to develop E6 process to get into large format photography development. All this is on my list to do for January, so it's very exciting here. Jay Blue says the only thing constant in life is change. We wish you well, whatever else you will be doing. Thank you, Jay. As I say, it's all appreciated. It's I am in the last couple of weeks. I've been very sentimental because it's been I'm at Grace since 2008, so it's basically 18 years. Haven't done it to 20, but 18 years is a big chunk of my life, of my adult life for sure. So it's a big chapter for me. So I'm kind of getting very sentimental as well because I think we have an amazing team at Grace of Westminster, and in terms of this. I'm very lucky to be working with people like we have today and over the years. I think it's a great business to be in and, just great environment to be in. So, and I'm super thankful for that. Thank you very much, Kirill. He says, oh man, that's so too sad. How can we stay in touch? I think, as I say, if you, I'll probably try to see if I can still have my email at Grace. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. But you can also email me to Stack and Film, companies, Constantine at stackandfilm.co.uk. So I'm going to be there. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate it. I think Nick was also saying who will be the new manager. So Daniel Cruz, who is our sales manager currently, he will take over the reign from me. So I've been working with him for the last 2 months, kind of prepping him for things to come. Chloe will become sales manager as well. So they're a dream team, and they're going to be your YouTube social media team as well. So if you've met Dan and you met Chloe, you know that they are amazing. They can help you with anything. So, so overall, it's a perfect transition for both of them, in my opinion. So, and I'll be, as I said, my phone is open for you guys. If you have any questions, just WhatsApp me and I'll be happy to help. So that's hopefully, Nick, answers your question. But Nick, I feel like we're going to sort out your particular issue before I leave. So, so that's hopefully within next week, I'll have an answer for you. But I actually, because we have a Nikon Open Day, I actually chatted to Nikon manager today, so as well about this. So she kind of told me, okay, leave it with me. I'll sort this out for you. Okay, let's look at more of your comments here, and then we move on to the camera news. So has your lab got the name yet? Con social media presence? Yes, Stack in Film, STUCKIN Film, .co.uk. Instagram account is stack.film. in.film. You can follow me on my Instagram. It's Konstantin Kochkin. I'll promise you, since now I will have one job instead of two jobs, I'll probably share more of my work with you on Instagram. For last 2 years, I've been working about 60 hours a week. That was my normal for last 2 weeks. So it's been crazy, but so I will have a lot more time. But it's all been exciting at the same time. That's the thing. So that's why I'm like, anyone who wants to touch with me, follow me on Instagram, follow us on social media. And as I say, I'm not leaving YouTube and Grace Westminster. I will be doing occasional cameos every now and then. So similar to Becky. So yeah, and yeah. It's gonna be fine. I'm excited. I'm sure I personally think that's one of the things I say. Change is inevitable. Yes, I know we don't like change, but change is good sometimes. I feel like this channel needs a new energy as well, and need two people running it instead of one, because it's difficult to do it by yourself. Kind of. We discussing all this, let's say, we discussed it with Martha Irvin as well. When you're doing something by yourself, it's very hard. So, when you're doing it with someone, it's a lot easier, and you can riff off each other, and you can learn a lot. And, and I think, that's going to bring a new light to this channel. That's the thing. And that's why I'm saying, if I can ask you for something, be very supportive to them. Yes, there's going to be some broken eggs, so yes, the guys recorded the video, and they've realized that the one mic got switched off, the battery died on one wireless mic. And I said to them, don't worry, that's how you learn. We've done this, been there, done that, got a t-shirt. We had a video where we're supposed to bring the lens to film review on, and we forgot to bring that lens. So all sorts of things that they're going to learn on, but it's one of those things that, they're going to learn, and they're going to bring their own energy and their own personalities into those things. And yeah, if I open my own YouTube channel or something, which is going to be probably more on film photography related, I will let you know. Don't worry about this. So that's, one of the things is, obviously, I don't want to just disappear. It's, for me, is, you guys are big part of why I've been doing live streams. I wouldn't be doing live streams if you wouldn't be here. That's as simple as that. Because if I'm doing live streams and no one turns up, then I'm, obviously it's not worth doing. It's not worth doing. So again, thank you for everyone who tunes in week after week after week. All right, so Paul Churn says, enjoy your next chapter, Con. Thank you for all great content. And when you expand to Canada, let me know. Tell me, do you have good film labs in Canada? I know there's quite a few in North America, obviously in the United States, but if there's a good film lab, we would like to know this. Christopher says, you will be missed. Thank you for advice over time. Thank you very much. Can you put URL? Yes, I'm going to put here. Here we go. The link is in the chat now. That's what I do. Will it be will it be coffee with Chloe? Coffee with Chloe, yeah, and done. I think it's a brilliant idea, Simon. I think Coffee with Chloe is perfect name for this, and I'm gonna steal that. I'm gonna write this down. It's Coffee with Chloe. I think that's and done. Yeah, they're now preparing the live streams for January. I can tell you this, they're already just brainstorming ideas, they're writing down. So the first live streams they're gonna actually prepare for them. Not like I just turn up, nowadays, but they actually gonna do things, so get ready for some riveting content. Warren says, congratulations on your new phase in your photography career. Yeah, I'm very proud that is something I do with my photography career, even if it's a retail career, but all that experience that I've kind of learned here and during my photography journey is not gonna just be wasted. I'm not gonna go and get an accounting job or something like this. We kind of doing something with photography, so I'm very proud of this. Yeah, Chris says, am I leaving Grace? Yes, I am leaving Grace. So Dan is going to take over as the general manager of Grace. So I will be leaving there the months to concentrate on my own thing. David Lou says, Con, will you be start processing ECN2? The serious questions. So David, the thing about this is it doesn't make sense at this moment. I'll tell you why. At the beginning of this year, Kodak released AHU version of their Vision 3 stocks, which don't have ramjet layer on them. So it's the layer that is on there, it's clear, so you don't need to remove it anymore. So all the stock of Vision 3 stock that's now coming in is basically doesn't have ramjet layer on it. So the question is, you can process technically this new AHU film in the C41 process, so you don't need ramjet removal anymore. The only reason why you would want to use the CN2 process nowadays is it's going to produce more neutral results, while C41 will produce more saturated results. The difference is subtle, but it's there. How much is demand for this? That's a good question, but I can tell you that respoolers that are selling the CN2 film stocks right now, we get in this stock. We're selling like Candido, let's say. The new stock that's literally came in today and last week, they already all AHU version, the ramjet-less version, so they no longer need to remove ramjet. I'm not sure. We're going to do some survey and then we're going to decide, because technically ramjet removal is probably going to disappear next year. So invest in this process just for ramjet removal doesn't make sense. If you can just process this new film via C41 automatic machine instead of being hand processed. So that's the thing. So that's the answer, yes and no. I'm not 100% sure. We will find out later, but we will do a survey among the customers, I think, more than anything else. If there's demand, we will do it. I know I've been asked a lot about E6, so we're going to definitely jump on E6. We've got the right equipment for this, and I think the large format has been asked quite a lot. I think we're going to start with 4x5 and move to 8x10 at some point. All right. You should do a live stream farewell party, said David. Well, David, we're gonna do that. So this is not the last live stream. This is just last Coffee with Con. Next week, so you had it done, yeah. So you saw the done last week. I'm trying to ease him in. So there's a reason why he's there. So next week is gonna be me and Chloe. And on the 19th, apologies for the roadworks outside, but on the 19th, which is in 2 weeks from now on, we will have a live stream with Becky. The last live stream, sail away live stream. And then, we normally do on our live streams is where everyone comes up and we wave you, just say thank you, everyone from the shop. So, but me and Becky, farewell, sail away live stream, that is 19th. Now, keep in mind, the 19th ones, the live stream in 2 weeks, is going to be at 3:15. It's not 2:15. It's 1 hour later than normal. And the only reason for that is Becky needs to get there, and she's got obviously other things to do. She's working for another company, so she's going to be a bit late. But we're going to do one live stream together. Definitely, if you want to see one live stream this year, it's on the 19th at 3:15 UK British time, okay? So definitely come and join us on that. Apologies to our Australian viewers. It's going to be a little bit later than normal, but if you can't stay, you can always see us in the in the on demand, as we call it. Dan and Chloe and Gray, yes, we're definitely going to have. We're definitely going to have Gray as well. He's going to be part of this channel as well. We're trying to get him once a month, absolutely. As I say, every now and then, me and Becky are going to turn up. If the guys are going to get too tired of the live streams, we may just step in and do one on Zoom, me and Bex, so who knows. Simon says, I am genuinely excited for you, Con. No, that's not the comment I was looking for. Where is it? I do really like Dan and Chloe, he says, so I'm sure everything will be perfectly fine. We'll have lots of fun chats. Exactly. That's what's going to be. So, I'm sad, you sad, but life moves on. That's the thing. GSC, hello, good to see you. We'll miss you here. It sounds like the channel is in good hands. It will be in good hands. It's going to give us new energy. I'm very happy. Are Chloe and Dan coffee drinkers? I think they are. I'm not sure, but we're gonna, trust me, after a couple months of live streams here, they're gonna be coffee drinkers or something a bit more heavy. So definitely not a problem. Simon, please don't lose Fridays. Dan and Chloe, I'm telling you, Dan and Chloe, this is going to be your Fridays, from now on. So that's the thing. As I say, I'm not sure. I was thinking maybe, if we're going to do a film-related live streams, but I'm not sure. I'm definitely going to take a break from YouTube for at least a month or two. I need to get hunger back. It's one of the things, that's sometimes, as I say, when the channel needs new energy, I feel like, it needs some excitement, and I feel like that the guy's going to bring it. And as I say, if I'm going to start something film photography related, there will be some certain ideas that I want to implement, things like this. So, but it's in such a raw form right now that I'm not able to talk about this. Thank you, Andy. Thanks to you enjoying the website. Torino Jax, I've answered that question a bit earlier, so just check this out. Warren says, yes, film channel would be great. Thank you. I'll think about it. If you open your own channel, say Simon, and do live streams, I'll be there, even if you only talk about film. Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like if I'm just going to talk about only film, guys, I'm going to be, I'm going to lose half of you, because I know that a lot of you shoot digital, and, I'm not putting it against you, if you see what I mean. No, that's the thing. So, but it's going to be a film related, because that's where my passion is. If you ask me in a year what Z9 Mark II is, I'll probably will be, what is Z9 Mark II, and what kind of new technology you've released now, because I'm shooting on something like Nikon SP with a beautiful 5cm 1.4 lens, which, and the highest ISO film I'll have is Delta 3200, if you see what I mean. So I'll probably lose touch about everything Nikon digital, that's for sure. Which is fine. I got my Nikon ZF. I might get Nikon ZR for our social media, so I'm thinking about this. So we're gonna do on this, but definitely we're gonna do a lot of social media content for my new venture. So I'm gonna be there. So as I say, I think Instagram, I'm not sure TikTok, maybe TikTok, but that's where you'll see a lot of my face. So definitely follow us there. It's gonna be amazing. And I say, I'm gonna be happy to turn up and to Grace and do occasional live stream together. As you see, Becky is still here, and that's, I'm going to be in that capacity. So, definitely cameos here and there. Time to hit the like button, said Andy. Yes, give us a sad like button, but like is like. I will take them all. Okay. David Liu says, once a month film processing behind the scenes would be great. Can we film enough videos about lab? Good question, but I definitely going to have a lot more time. To do that. Our lab is getting busier and busier. It's getting out of hand, so we need me to be there full time. We're processing black and white. It's crazy busy. January is going to be crazy busy with all the rolls of film coming for processing from Christmas parties. Now it's busy. Obviously, everyone's buying their presents. So it's going to be amazing. But yes, a lot of content that I will produce will be to do with analog photography. That's absolutely for sure. Road repairs getting out of control. I absolutely agree with you. They are only doing road works when I live stream. The moment I'll pause, then they're gonna go. That's the thing. It's literally they work about 1 hour a day, but hopefully it's not too bad. Is your lab big enough to have a mini studio? Not yet. We have a fairly small office, but the moment we can get to a bigger space, we definitely. There's a lot of my vision for this is very, it's like final vision is going to be very different from what it is now. We've been growing over the last 2 years, and it's there's a lot more things. I would like to have a studio space, workshop space. I would like to have a community darkroom all in Croydon area, so to do the talks. Eventually, I would love to have a coffee place, so all sort of things, but like baby steps. So that's the thing. But right now the lab is going to expand. We're going to start to sell secondhand film cameras like Mamiya, Canons, Pentaxes, all the things. And then the moment we can get a bigger space, we're definitely going to do on that. CC for say, will you and Becky still be doing occasional gear reviews or live streams here or there? Well, I don't know. We're filming tomorrow, by the way. So we're going to do finally 24/7 review 2.8 Mark II and 16-50 review 2.8 tomorrow. So those are going to be probably out end of December, beginning of January. We may do an occasional review. Guys are going to do most of the reviews. But we may do an occasional review with Becky. So not definitely. We haven't been filming too much lately. But it's going to be probably something like this once every 2 months or so. Live streams are easier because live streams we can potentially do via Zoom. So definitely I think more live streams than the reviews, but if there's something special that needs mine and Becky's attention, then yes, I say I don't say no right now. I'm definitely open, but it's just going to be, yes, definitely in less capacity than it is now, that's for sure. So think how Becky's been doing for the channel in the last 2 years, so that's kind of where I'm going to be, so probably on the same schedule as her. David says, is it clear that the Vision 3 AHU will be made generally available to consumers? It's not going to be generally available. I'm afraid it's available for cinematographers who film basically feature films. You have to be a cinematographer to order it. You have to basically send them I think it's basically, there's a form you fill out that say, I need that much film for that project and things like this. However, respoolers have been buying those films. They are available and they sell those films. So I think not directly to consumer, but they are somehow getting in the hands of respoolers, let's say this. So as I say, the Candido that we stock, which is a UK brand, they respool the new Ahu film. So that's the thing. So literally just happened now. So the new stock that has come in basically came in the last 2 weeks will be this new Ahu film. So hope that answers your question. What's your Instagram name? It's at Konstantin Kochkin, so I'm just going to put it in the comment here. At Konstantin Kochkin, hit me up on Instagram. So my name is a bit difficult to spell, so I put it in the chat here. Let's go further. A 120 roll film. I think we may start with a 35 bulk rolling. My vision of bulk rolling is this. If we can provide a service that would be like, you got like supermarkets, yeah. So if you're in the UK, you get. If you in States, maybe you don't. So think about like Tesco's or Walmart's or something, yeah. And there's they sell a lot of brands, and then they do Tesco value option, which is the cheaper version, and it's there for you. So my bulk rolling idea of this, if we ever do bulk rolling, let's say Kodak Double X or something like this, is to make it reasonably inexpensive to the consumer to buy. So that's kind of my think about it. And we would call it like, stack and film basics or something like this, So that's kind of my vision for the, for bulk rolling in there. 120 bulk rolling is a lot more difficult. It requires, a proper darkroom and proper jigs to set up. Definitely not a start. 35 is going to be first, but I saw a company like Reflex Lab. They selling the tools for automatic bulk rolling of 120. I guess we will see when we get there, but it's not next year. Maybe in a few year times. Who knows if we stay in business? It's so yeah. CAC suggests name for Chloe and Dan live stream is called Tea with Chloe and Dan, but she says it doesn't work. So they might drink coffee and pretend at least, or whiskey with cloyendin. Who knows? Or ale with cloyendin. They need to find. Yeah, they will find. Coffee with con didn't come straight away. There were different options there. So but I do enjoy it, and I do enjoy that now we finally can show you your comments on the screen, which is really cool as well. How about wine with grey? It's probably whiskey with grey, though, So, and I think the idea would be that every live stream, they would open a different bottle of whiskey. They're not going to drink it all, obviously, but they're going to pour a little bit and they're going to describe it to you, the flavors and aromas. I think that's a good start. It needs to be done, I think, next to the fireplace with very warm lighting. So something like 65 Kelvin, So and a soft focus filter or some, So that's my vision for this, and a little blankies, So many ideas for this channel. Definitely. Our ears are open for Grays of Westminster YouTube channel. So definitely, if you can email us all the ideas you think are going to be good, definitely email us. As a guest suggestions, with guests is very difficult, especially if they're famous guests. It's not that easy just to get someone famous and bring them to the live stream. But if you have any ideas for videos, especially technical support videos, how-to videos, any particular reviews that needs to be done, like we haven't done Voigtlander 28mm review. And this 28 Apple comes out. I think me and Becky, we want to film that particular review. So we need to find time in the new year to do that and compare those two, because Dan and Chloe, the more autofocus stuff. So, but any video ideas, any live streams ideas, please either email us or put it in this chat as well. Put it in the comment under this video. So the ears are open because they would love to soak up all that feedback so they can plan something differently. Okay. They are smashing the shop down. They're literally in front of the shop. They've been doing this roadworks for like 2 months already, or something. My hope is that they're not going to hit the internet cable so we don't buffer, if you see what I mean. Anything photography related, I'm there. Fantastic. That's what we would love to hear. CC4 said I should digital, but I would love certainly sub to your film channel, maybe even get a film camera again. If there is enough demand for film photography channel, I would love to do that. As I say, I'm not sure what I want to do YouTube wise yet. So obviously I'll do my bits for Grays. But if we're gonna do our film channel for the new company, I'm still thinking what can be done. What is something that hasn't been done before? Because there's obviously quite a few photography channels, especially film photography channels around, things like this. So I would want to do something maybe slightly different. But are you guys going to turn up to the weekly live stream for film? It's obviously not going to be at the same time as Grace. Friday 2:50. No, the guy's going to have this space. That's the thing. But if you're interested in learning film photography or something, maybe we can do a test run. Maybe not every week, but every 2 weeks or something like this. Definitely let me know, because I'm not sure yet. So for now, as I say, it's a run up to Christmas. I want to be done with all this, and then next year is going to be another chapter. I'm going to concentrate on all this. All right, let's see. So user FA4 says, hello everyone, just tuned in. Good luck with your future endeavors, Corn. Thank you. Kirill has a question, says, just message you on Insta. Would love to see your content from on your YouTube. Thank you, Kirill. Yes, definitely follow me online. Follow me on Instagram. I think that's the best. I don't use Facebook, unfortunately. I don't really use Instagram that much as well. I check maybe once every like twice a week or something. So if I don't reply straight away, I will get back to you as soon as, but I will have to use Instagram a bit more, so I will have a bit more time as well. So I definitely want to plan around this. As I say, it's just like, because I've been working, so many like very long hours for the last 2 years, it was very difficult to actually concentrate on social media, whether it's, film needs to be processed and, promotions needs to be made, etc. So it's all attention was going somewhere else. Chris says, do you think the roadworks will be finished before you leave? No, I think they will be still here probably in December 2026. That's the thing. So, but to be honest with you, as long as we're not buffering, I guess, we can live with the noise, hopefully. Roland says, many years ago, I had a lab in Wallington. Fantastic. if you have any equipment to sell us, I'm looking for a second processor. Actually, I need a second C41 processor, well, we have 3 film scanners right now: 2 Noritsu, 1 Fuji Frontier scanners. We got 3 cool Scan 9000s for extra special works sometimes that's required. But the more scanners, the merrier, to be honest with you. But yeah, we are scanning. You will be surprised how much film we are scanning every day. But it's crazy. What I love is, we obviously, because we're more digital centric on this channel. I'm just surprised how many people do film photography. It's incredible, and as I say, it's all ages as well, and people should film commercially. It's, this is all very exciting to me. That's the thing. And as I say, so again, as I say, it's my passion, and that's why I'm super psyched about this. All right, let's see. Con, you mentioned ZR, says Simon Ma. The ZR Joe Vlogs, Simon H. Joe Vlogs. The ZR has really been embraced in the red cinematography community much more than I expected. What sales from Grace, who is buying it? We don't stock ZR. It's not our market. We're not particularly in the know about this. So to be honest with you, as I say, my appreciation of the ZR is coming from the point of view I need a video camera for my business, and while I can shoot on Nikon ZF, it's not a problem. Nikon ZF is very capable video camera. I feel like, and I don't need Nikon ZR, but I feel like buying a new camera, you know what I mean? And I feel like, because we're going to concentrate a lot on the social side of things, I need a camera that has autofocus and cheap enough to do the job. So that's where, and we'll be in office for all social media content. So that's where ZR comes in. Technically, ZF can do is very capable of doing the same job. There's a thing of wanting it as wanting a new technology. So there's no rationality behind it. I'm not a videographer. I can't call myself a videographer, even with those YouTube videos that we do, because I don't think that the videos that we do are qualified for videography. They're reasonable videos, but they're not artistic, let's say this. So overall, I feel like that, I want the camera. And I feel like this red codec, it would be nice to have a cinema camera to produce the content with a better color reduction and just more cinematic content. That's where I'm coming from, and that's why when I was saying I'm split between Pixis 12K, which is a lot more expensive than Nikon and doesn't have autofocus, but has beautiful sensor, or ZR with that red codec, which okay. In my opinion, so the color science is pretty good. It's not as good as a proper red camera. This is where my take on this camera is. So, but it's definitely better in terms of color science than standard Nikon camera. Now, do you really need it? If you're a photographer, probably not. That's the thing. But I need a camera for my business to be there, and that's where my this is kind of my logic behind it. In terms of camera being appreciated between cinematographers, I think Nikon is killing it on the point of price. What else can you get with a red codec in it? What's the cheapest camera can you get? There's nothing. That's what it is. I think Panasonic came out with diary profiles. I don't see people raving about this that much, if you see what I mean. So, but to be honest with you, I feel like ZR is a stepping stone. I think there's a better camera to come out next year from Nikon that would be a true cinematography camera. There is a lot of things that they need to improve. I need open gates because, I personally think it needs to have a firmware update. If Nikon wants to give us a Christmas present, this is the one. Anamorphic supports, I think, is still not there. If I'm not mistaken, tell me if I'm incorrect. But it's one of the things that why do you need anamorphic? Because you want to use anamorphic lenses. Why do you need open gate? Because when you film in for social media content, sometimes, like let's say what I'm proposing to guys, when they film in reviews now, they need to film some of it obviously for YouTube, but also at the same time try to record for YouTube. So which means you need to record vertically. So the problem with that is obviously standard, 30, full frame ratio is what, 6:4, yeah, and so it's more rectangle compared to open gate, which is normally 4:3. So you basically you don't chop off the bottom and the top. The ratios could be wrong on this one, but you basically you get a lot more image, which means when you need to rotate it, you got a lot more left on the sides once you go vertical, and that's the reason why you need open gate, and Nikon needs to sort this out. And this is my personal opinion. So for me, I need Nikon to tell me before I'm buying Nikon ZR. Let's say Nikon needs to tell me we're gonna have open gate. Because if you are a social media person and you're shooting for both, all sorts of content, you need that output. It's, it's very simple. If you're just shooting for YouTube, it's not a problem, if you see what I mean. All right. And do you stock lens with adapters for PL? I don't stock anything. I think if I'm buying ZR, I'm going to stick to Nikon lenses, but I have white lenses for Nikon F-mount, and they are beautiful character lenses. So I was thinking about Vespid Prime lenses from a company called DZO, and they had them on discount. The problem with that is, it's extra money, but the void lens, the F-mount lenses that I already have, I can use them, and a part of focus breathing, which is not going to be an issue for my type of videography. They are full of character, and that's why I use them actually on my Blackmagic Cinema Pocket camera. So they are fantastic. So all for ale with Chloe and Dan. That's good. That's good. I think I need more ideas on this, and then we're going to vote for this at the end. JR Seti says guessing Kodak Pro Image was discontinued. Noticed on your website it's 25 more than here in States. Curious for availability. Pro Image is available in the UK. I've literally got a shipment, fresh stock, yesterday from Kodak distributor in the UK. So I saw a lot of comparisons of Pro Image 100 with Kodak Color 100. They look very similar. However, there are differences as well. But in the UK currently, Pro Image 100 is still available with quite long expiry dates. We're looking at at least June 2027. But yes, everything in UK, US film, especially with tariffs, film in UK is a bit more expensive. But at the same time, UK film by Carmen Phoenix and Ilford films, those are cheaper than in the United States because it's made in the UK. So you win some, you lose some. Basically, that's what it is. So that's hopefully answers this. Kirill suggests Hamad with Chloe and Dan. I'm in fully support of this. We can, or Bash with Chloe and Dan. We can do that. Let's go further. The roadworks moved to Croydon in January. They are roadworks next to my office. They're everywhere at the moment, to be honest with you. I don't know. They always love to do it in November, December. I don't know why. Here we go. Give Con a big send off, hitting like button. Thank you, Andy. I appreciate it. As I say, this is not the last live stream. I'm still going to be here next week, and on the 19th, which is going to be the last live stream for this year from Grays Westminster. It's going to be with Becky. It's going to be at 3:15 instead of 2:15 normal time. So write that down. There's a couple more things we're preparing for this live stream. So it's a cool one. I'm looking forward to this. I think we're both going to tear up, me and Becky. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I think. So that's if you want to be sad, that's the one. But it's also a Christmas one. So today is just today it's just I'm letting you know in advance. I don't want to do it on the last live stream. It's one of the things I wanted you to tell you in advance and just say thank you for being here for me, and I hope you're gonna stay in January. That's the thing, because Chloe and Dan, I'm gonna watch it myself. I'm gonna be in chat with you. I'm going to be commenting there. I'm going to be grilling them. I'm telling you. I'm going to switch on full-on troll mode. I'm going to do all that. But as I say, we need to give them a very, very warm welcome in January. That's the thing. I think I'm not going to be. I'm going to be in the chat. I'm not going to tell them, but I'm not going to let them know that I'm there, because otherwise they're going to get all self-conscious and stuff. But who knows? Jerry says, film is a passion of mine. Love to follow you. That's the thing. It's for me, it's a passion. It's a passion project, and I'm very happy that I'm doing this. That's the thing. As I say, you knew me talking film all the time, so that's the thing. So, but I've been doing things kind of behind the scenes to put that passion towards that. And this is, for me, I'm super excited about this. So, and Seth, of course, Seth's scared and excited at the same time. All sorts of things. Because it's a new venture and you have to work for yourself. That's the thing. All right. So Simon says, I'm so sad and con, but excited for you. Thank you. Being relatively new to the channel, I miss your familiar face and insights. Congrats and best of success on your new endeavors. Thank you. Christopher Clark says, about the con YouTube errors at Grace, YouTube Grace should do. As I say, there's so many things. Me and Becky, well, a part of our regular buffering, that's became a classic of this channel, of these live streams. So that's one of those. Me spilling coffee on a laptop on one of the first live streams we had, because obviously, clearly, I got too stressed and my hands started to move, and I spilled coffee on Becky's laptop. I think that was fun. It wasn't my laptop. I don't remember. There's all sorts of things. We forgot lenses we've been reviewing because we had to bring. It was like three reviews in the same day. I forgot Z30 once we were filming Z30 review. And I forgot Z30 with me. We had to go back. We were filming London Bridge. We forgot. We had to go back to pick it up. Also things. Mics cutting off. Audio quality being still not the best, but like audio quality being awful. Recording button too many times, and then when you think you're recording, you actually stop in the recording. So you got like 30 minutes taken. When you start to record, it's basically stops. All sorts of things we did, me and Becky. And obviously, you gave us some grilling as well in the comments in there, for like Becky not having a lens hood on her lens. Every time we shooting, it's became like kind of internal joke. Every time we record the video, I'm saying to Becky, can you remove the lens hood from this lens, please? Because we're just baiting you into that comment, where's the lens hood is Becky, So, or something like, oh, but can you say that lens hood is not that important? Because I know that it's causing the rage, So all sorts of things like this, all sorts of like breaking the character and doing the reviews, and me saying, let's go through lens specifications of this camera. I just read them on the Nikon website. I'm going to read it through my screen, because part of standard camera or lens review is technical specifications, but at the same time, from our point of view, and again, this is our internal kind of, I was about to spill my coffee. It was our internal kind of thing where we don't want to review, our reviews don't need to be technical. There should be enough technicality there where we talk about characteristics of the lens, autofocus speed, vignetting, chromatic aberrations, sharpness. But at the same time, we don't need to tell you the dimensions of the lens, the diaphragm blades, the, magnification ratio, unless of course it's a macro lens, and Becky talks about macro. But like, we don't need to go through technical specification. You can always look at them. How many elements and how many groups? How is it important to your final photography? So all sorts of things like this we went through, and it's so funny because obviously we've been doing these reviews for so long now. Me and Becky, we turn up game face, we turn up, we complain about our weeks, how busy we are, and then the camera is on, we are like, hello and welcome to Grace with Me, it's the YouTube channel, and then we know the talking points about the lens, we tested, and I saw Chloe's and Lila's reviews. They just filmed one review on 18-300 and how they review the lens, and obviously they're doing it for the first time, and everything is new. Try to record yourself doing a review of a lens. You will understand how it's not easy when you're doing it for the first time, and it's just very interesting to see, so yeah, maybe me and Becky should do, I think maybe that should be the live stream on the 19th. We should go like with Becky, just to kind of down the memory lane, and talk about what we've done for this channel. But yeah, thanks for this question. It definitely brings a lot of memories, and I appreciate that absolutely. So let's have a look. I'm gonna have coffee. It's getting cold here. Roland says my Naritsu stuff is long gone. You know, Roland, if you would hold on this Naritsu stuff, they become so expensive nowadays. Even when we were starting out 2 years ago, the prices on that equipment, which is used nowadays, they don't do new Naritsu scanners, let's say, or Naritsu the processing machines anymore. There is actually, they now started to do them again. The cost is just significant. But let's say even 2 years ago, you could buy things for a lot less than they are now, which is very interesting. This film equipment getting expensive, that's for sure. Warren says, how about film-based classes for beginners and advanced audience? Definitely, as I say, I would love to do workshops. Like black and white film processing, that's one of the things that I would love to do once we get to the bigger space. Our office is fairly small right now, so we can't really... we have people coming in, buying film and dropping off, but it's not enough, let's say, to bring 10 people in to have, to demonstrate things. It's quite, a small space. So once we get to a bigger place, we're going to do workshops like this. I am currently working, I'm going to be posting a lot of blogs on our website as well. I'm currently working on black and white processing guide. So for people who want to read, there's going to be step-by-step guide, how to process your film, a black and white film, what you need, etc. As I say, I'm not sure about YouTube content in a way. Definitely classes, the workshops, that's for sure. But technically, this type of content, how to process your film black and white, you can watch on YouTube as well. But yeah, I'm not sure about, if we do live stream, is it going to be more educational, or is it going to be more like a catching up side of things? Because again, we not really see many film-based news that often, so it's not like a newsworthy in a way. So I would love to record a podcast maybe as well. I love the Nikon report that we did. It was fantastic. The only reason we didn't continue because it requires 2 days of production, which is very difficult to do when you have to run, general manager in the shop, but there's all sorts of things, but definitely a great idea on that. I'll write it down, Warren. Let's go further. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Nick. It was great to see you. And I say I'm still here on the next two Fridays. Simon Mars suggests maybe we can have 24/7 live stream of your lap. I'd watch. What's gonna happen during the during the off hours, things like this. But we had this crazy idea, and I one of the things. Is I don't know if you ever seen, but there's if you're into music, there's a lot of live DJ sets available for different type of music, not just club music, not just electronic, but there's coffee place, and they do and they invite the DJ, and he plays for an hour some set of, let's say, all 90s hip hop, or let's say some Copacabana, let's say, tunes, or African tunes, and they work in the shop while they're doing this. So we were thinking maybe we should do something like this once we get a bigger space, have a DJ playing some sort of set for an hour, and we're at the back processing the film. How cool that would be. I don't know. And they say it's not electronic music. It could be anything. 1 week it could be rock music. Another week could be jazz. Another one is going to be electronic. You name it. So we were thinking to do something like this. I don't know if you find it cool or not. But that kind of shows the lab, and there's a good music to be on, because we love our, we have our ideas how it needs to be, so but sounds cool, absolutely. Will I be keeping my Nikon ZF? No, I am switching to Sony, Christian. The moment I leave Grays or Westminster, I'm just switching to Sony. No, I'm kidding. So don't take it out of the context. That's what social media is for, to take this out of the context and put it as a small clip. No, Nikon ZF stays with me. I love Nikon ZF. As I say, for now, if I'm not going to get ZR for video work, this is what I'm going to use for social media. It's, every now and then new Nikon lens is going to come out, digital lens that I'm going to be excited about. I'm going to come to Grays or Westminster and say, Chloe and Dan, guys, can I borrow a lens for a week? Or can you rent it? Can I do a review on that? So no, Nikon ZF definitely stays with me. It's the only digital camera that I will have, except the, either ZR or Blackmagic. But as I say, to be honest with you, my photography in the last 2 years unless it's a commercial job, like event or something, was all on film. So it was all on film, and that's what I've been doing for the last 2 years. So I don't need a digital camera for my work, because film is where it's at for me. And I'm still excited to test new film. This is what I'm going to shoot on the weekends. We've got a bunch of slow film, like ISO 3 and ISO 6 film, black and white, that I'm just dying, to try. And on a fairly dark days in England today, those ISO 6 film is going to give you a very long shutter speed. So, it's going to be fun to use. I just shot for my pan ortho film as well. So I see what the characteristic is like. So there's still a lot of film for me to try. Those Ahu films I want to shoot as well, just to, the Vision 3. So I've done obviously the ramjet-less ones. I want to see that. So many films for me to just try out and see. It's, I think I have another year in me just testing different lenses and things like this. Simon says ZR open gate is definitely necessary. Chloe and Dan, coffee and decaf sounds good. David says it would be nice to have a video on shooting medium format for the purpose of analog printing or no digital scanning printing. That will come. I think that will come once the darkroom comes into play. So once if I'm ending up with a darkroom, which is community darkroom, is something I would love to have, because we have a passionate film photography community in Croydon, surprisingly. So definitely then the color enlarger is going to be there. So if that's the case, then it's something we can definitely do. I want to go back to printing as well. It's on my list. So David, can't promise straight away, but who knows? The time flies. That's the thing. There's a lot of things I want to do, but it's surprising how things. It's like 1 year passed already. It's been Christmas. I remember Becky leaving 2 years ago. Yeah, she was leaving around the same time, so she left just before December, and I think she's been here for the last 2 live streams. It's been 2 years. It's crazy. It's just time flies. C1 says, already miss Becky, I will miss you too. Thanks, Siobhan. It's pleasure to know you as well. I met you in person. We've been in touch via email as well. Best of luck, says David Boy. With New Adventure Con, I'm running film through my F2 at the moment, so we'll be following you on Instagram. Thank you very much. Terry is from Australia, so it's a bit late for him at 2 o'clock in the morning. At last, we will talk about digital again. Exactly. Don't worry, guys. Digital is where it's at. Well, Dan technically still doesn't have a digital camera. He wants to buy a Nikon ZF, but he shoots primarily on his Nikon F4 and my Mia RZ. And my Mia 7. So he's got the film. He wants digital camera. Chloe shoots digital. Chloe is also into videography, so they're gonna talk about that. Steve is gonna be our technical advisor. I think he'll be coming in as well. Gray is gonna talk about different stories in the shop, and so it's gonna be. I personally think it's going to be awesome. Oh, one thing I told them as well, guys, you got to do challenges. So photography challenges, I hope, they said yes, 95%. I hope the photography challenges are going to be back. So 2 people running photography challenge is much easier than me doing it solo. So yes, there will be a photography challenge as well. So I think it's going to be awesome next year for the content on Grace of Westminster channel. You enjoy it, Terry. You enjoy everyone. So that's the thing. And I'm going to be tuning in every now and then. How about the best of Becky and Con? Who is going to go through 5 years of video and combine the best of all? The funny thing is we probably have about 10 hours of bloopers from different videos. It would be funny to release them at some point, but there's probably going to be a lot of swearing there as well. That's the thing. But we kind of had this idea to do bloopers, but not to do bloopers, they're already there, but to combine them in one piece, who knows? Maybe guys are gonna do it. I'm not sure. David says it was real horror to have met you on your West Coast trip. You told them something was in the works and change was coming. Well, here it is. Well, you see, David, you knew when? You knew 2 years ago? Well, when I was in the United States, it wasn't this year. So was it what, April last year or something like this? So, I told you that was my plan. So, and as you see how things can get, things take time. That's the thing, yeah. So some of you knew. Okay, Lens Hood Clumsy says he wants, when you have to turn your polarizing filter on correct polarization. Yeah, we don't use lens hoods. Well, Becky, I do. But we also don't bring our filters on a bright sunny day when you need to review a wide aperture lens like 1.4, 1.2, and you don't have ND filter on you. Well, that's what we've done. We are guilty of that. Are you catching up with Joe and Seth? We've caught up with Joe McNally on Wednesday. Unfortunately, we won't see Seth because he's literally arrived on Wednesday like midnight. It's like Wednesday late evening or something, and then they basically on workshops from now till I think Sunday, and then they fly in on Monday. So unfortunately, because the workshop is also I think is outside of London or something. So unfortunately, we won't see Seth unless he gate crashed the party. So yeah, but it's a shame. Because Seth is in the country, so would love to see you, Seth. But yeah, Joe, obviously it's been an absolute pleasure to see Joe in here. It's so like he is just so kind and so full of wisdom. Just talking to him, not even photography. It's just like the amount of knowledge he has about everything is absolutely incredible. And as I said, we had this wonderful conversation. I'm hoping to release it by the end of the week next week. So I've got all the footage, we recorded it. So it was with me, Becky, and Joe McNally. So definitely stay tuned for this next week. Speaking of which, he has a workshop coming up in November, I think on 16th of December, if I'm not mistaken, in New York, Christmas lights in New York. If you are in New York in town and, you want to see Joe, he's going to do a workshop there. So go to his website and you'll get the link. You'll get the link there. Grace Westminster is open for Good Service Awards. It's another year where we've been nominated. If you can vote for us in the shop over the phone, via the link on Amateur Photographer website, that would be absolutely incredible. It just means a lot to us. It means that we're doing a good job helping you with anything that you may need, from advice to equipment purchase, to even what we do on YouTube. So that would be greatly appreciated. So yeah, definitely, please do this. David is asking serious question. Will your wife be involved in the business? My wife, my wife's photography involvement is. She has an iPhone and it takes fantastic pictures, but her involvement has been supporting me throughout all these years, and just supporting me with this venture, because I told her, look, if the business doesn't work out, I'm going to be the poor artist and you're going to pay all the bills. So she knows what's coming, So, and I said, if it comes to worth, I can always come back to Grace and be a junior sales assistant, because I would have to start from the bottom or packing, but yeah, my wife has been supporting me in all my crazy ventures over the years, which I'm very grateful. So thanks for this question. Yes, you met her. Good luck with a new Unlock chapter. Thank you very much. I will be wrapping in the next 3 minutes. It's thank you for all your kind words. It's been absolute pleasure. It was really nice to meet you, David. The same. Thank you for showing me around San Francisco. It was great. Fantastic taco place we had as well. Thank you for taking me up on top of the on the roof of the skyscraper as well. That's been absolutely amazing. It's been a pleasure. Joe says, I think it's wonderful that you have the opportunity to follow your passion, because I'm really excited for you. Thank you very much. Last chance to hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you. You see, when I'm doing solo, we are staying longer. That's something that, that's part of this live streams, isn't it? So we are staying extra. It's never 1 hour. It's 1 hour is always when we do the either two of us or, some interviews and stuff like this. What printer would you recommend for printing film? So, to be honest with you, if you're printing digitally, all those Epsons and Canons are very good. So 600 quid, I think Epson. I forgot. I've just helped to buy a printer to one of my clients. I think it's P900 or P1000, something like this. Incredible. The problem with inkjet printers is you gotta use them, because if you don't use them, the print head can get clogged, and while they're better than they used to be, you still need to run them every now and then, because otherwise you're gonna waste too much ink unclogging them. So the answer is you gotta use them. So in my business, we've got this kind of high volume Epson printer, which costs several £1,000s, but it's designed for high volume output. And you put the roll of paper in there, not individual sheets, roll of paper, and then it allows you for different sizes and things like this, different type of papers. You can hot swap them, things like this. And it's designed to print, I think, like 300 photos an hour. I mean, it's probably less than this, but so that it's designed for lab use. Now, realistically speaking, the best way to print films from negatives is part of hand printing, what they call the wet lab. Nowadays, this type of prints they call dry lab, and the Ritsu does one, the Epson does one. The wet lab normally would come with your film processor, so all the chemistry, and then it would be an attachment that actually prints. So film goes through there, and it's printed via using chemistry as well. So that's what back in the day the labs used to do. So your snappy snaps, your boots, your regular pharmacies would do something like this. Those are no longer viable options. There are not many places that still have wet lab available, because they're very expensive to run. They're not made brand new anymore. They are breaking down. The parts are a lot more difficult to source. So yeah, a lot of labs nowadays, at least in the UK, they do dry lab printing, what we call it. It's basically a digital file goes into the printer. So for home, Epson's Canons, I still got the old Canon, which has dye ink in there, so it doesn't clog as much. But to be honest, I don't really use it nowadays, because I scan and print everything through my lab. So if I need to. Hope that answers your questions. So yeah, I think £500-600. If I have to give you a model now, let me just see real quick. Okay, let's see, Epson printer. So like Epson Sure Color CS P700 is pretty good. The Echo Tank printer is fantastic for value for money. The one I got for my client was P900 because she prints slightly large output and she wanted that one. So that hopefully answers your question here. David Lou says, thanks again. Thank you very much, David. Appreciate it. Best of luck. Thank you very much. Brilliant. Okay, thank you everyone for joining me today. It's been absolute blast. As I say, follow me on all my channels. I'm going to be around. We're still going to have 2 live streams to go through. Next one is with Chloe, and it's all going to be about Christmas. And the next one on 19th is at 3:15 instead of 2:15, and it's going to be with Becky. So it's going to be the last live stream for this year. And yes, if you have any ideas for our channel videos or live streams for Dan and Chloe, please let me know. Please email us or put it on this video. All the best. See you next week. It's been absolute pleasure and honor. Cheers. Bye.